some reason I could hear myself. Shoot, God, yeah, it says live now.
And this time we should be able to hear from him.
Turn on these short.
Somebody might try to sell him on Feedfinder.
Oh, there's a check.
Okay, good. Do you know what you have to do now? At work?
Dude popped in. My loyal,
Sheep?
my little sheep.
It got hot just that little bit of time that fan was off.
Hmm.
It got hot in that little bit of time that fan was off.
Just get some time to get in there.
Technical difficulties.
Somebody here. I don't know who it is, but
Hello?
shalom. Wish I could hear myself.
You can't on that.
Yeah, it's low. And y'all must be scared.
Should they
To
do?
talk about oh shit. Get to the side.
It's a touchy subject. No pun intended.
Pun intended.
But
You're
it
gonna
doesn't
wait
have to
till
be.
after the live. But I'll give it a little bit. Hold on. I don't know if it's just my phone. Or it was this phone or
The delay.
no, I don't know if it's just my phone or if it's because I can't really hear it as good as I was.
You want me to try mine and see how loud it is?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. We just picking wool and such.
It's loud
It's
enough.
loud enough?
Yeah.
Alright. Yours is more loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
It's probably your iPhone.
Yeah. No, it's my.
Do you want me to leave this on?
You don't got to. It does show. It does show that you're in now, so it looks like more than.
It's just me.
Hey, y'all, don't be shy. WooL talk. I'm giving time for people to get in here. I don't see no one in the chat. Hey, we got 4 people in here. I don't see no one in the chat saying hi, shalom, nothing.
Drop a sheep emoji.
Don't be scared to talk about the touchy subjects, y'all. Hey, drop a sheep in the chat if you can hear me. Or write bad. Write bad. Alright, coming in just to hear some spicy talk. And hi. Yo. Listen. I know a lot of people in the Israelite community that they won't admit it. A lot of y'all addicted to porn. A lot of y'all bust one too many nuts every day. And it's an issue. Hey, shalom, Silkery Varte for truth. I don't know if I've ever seen you on my YouTube, but shalom. So yeah, I'm not gonna give too much time because I don't know too many people. A lot of people might wait till after the live to see what it was about. They don't want to come in and interact, or maybe they have the issues. I don't know. Some people don't agree with the whole thing. But yeah, there's a lot of people that have issues with porn addiction, butt masturbation, sort of for like fornication, over society in general, over sexualized sexuality all through the movies, the music. We grew up with the music and movies and shit, and it's especially growing up as a child, seeing all that sexuality, hearing the sexuality in the music, it becomes you become desensitized to it, and especially if you happen to see porn when you were younger. And I don't know if y'all know it, porn, they actually did studies on it, it can be more addicting than crack. The physical effects aren't like crack, but the psychological, trying to get off of that and what it does to you. Like, I heard stories of people being addicted to pornography, and it could mess their whole life up. Like being caught at work, watching videos, or being caught by their grandma at a family function, at the funeral. You know, I'm sure it's happening. I don't know if y'all. I know it's a touchy subject. Some people that have, and not even just porn itself, but porn makes it worse. But the main thing is, especially the men, it will affect even more because not only just releasing, I don't know if y'all even heard of semen retention, just the simple act of releasing your man fluid makes you unclean. So not only that, there are a lot of people that are against it. They say, oh, it's a placebo, blah, blah, blah. As somebody that began to practice myself around 11 so years ago when I first started, I can tell you, just make sure people still watching. I can tell you the crazy difference in retaining versus always constantly depleting yourself of your energy, so to speak. Because not only the resources it takes, the vitamins, the nutrients, the minerals that it takes to create your life force, your semen, your man juice. Uh, it was such serious talk. She's laughing. Um. Anyway.
Don't make fun of it.
uh. Yeah. So figure it's strong enough to make a life, but you're constantly depleting it from your body. So not only that, what you're doing, you're depleting testosterone from your body. And it's scientifically proven after like a week, I think after like a week of not busting a nut in layman's terms or colloquial terms, I think your testosterone, it at least doubles, something like that. It might be different per person. What your diet is, what your activity level is. If you do squats are good for testosterone.
You smoke, drink.
Smoking today's weed especially designed to lower your testosterone. Drinking. So what that does, and it's even worse if you do it to porn, because porn rewires your brain. And so not only are you depleting yourself of your energy, now you're addicted to this thing that makes you constantly want to deplete your energy, and your brain's being rewired to be attracted to pixels and people you're never gonna see. You're probably even beating off to trannies, AIs, 3D things, things that ain't even real. Married people. Some people getting the damn, I don't even know if I can say the word, younger, tenderonis, as, saying that Bobby Brown would say. So yeah. So on top of that, you're making yourself weak. You're making yourself weak, for one. And I can tell them because I used to do it a lot. Like, I used to do it all the time. I didn't know that. I thought it was normal. They used to say what
They normalized it.
They used to say the fear mongering that if you don't do it a certain amount of times, it's bad for your prostate. You'll get prostate cancer and shit like that. Meanwhile, but in the Torah, it says if you sleep with a woman and you emit semen or you release semen, you become unclean, and you gotta wash up, immerse your body in water, clean your clothes, wait till sundown so you're clean again. So, one, why would you want to be unclean every single day? That's one thing. Uncleanness separates you from the Most High, and I can say that because looking back, when I was doing that junk all the time, I was far from the Most High, bro. Like, I don't know about y'all. Whoever's in the chat, whoever watches after, but yeah. And you also gotta think, like what did it say? Before they went to the mount or the tabernacle, they was told be like basically don't go into their wives for 3 days because they weren't to be unclean. So you're gonna approach the Most High after fondling yourself, not even with a woman, or either to a screen or even just do it like to nothing. I don't know. Inanimate objects. Point is you released on yourself. You're unclean now, and you lowered your energy, and in a way you kind of open yourself up for lower vibrational activity to go on around you and happen to you because you do. Think about it like this. And you'll know if you start doing it. I'll say, especially if you do it every day, especially if you do it to porn. Stop watching porn and don't release for just a week and tell me you don't feel different. Tell me you don't feel more like yourself and you was living in a fucking shell. Double that, go 14, 21, 28 days, 100 if you can.
Challenge yourself.
Especially y'all dudes, like, I ain't even I ain't even trying to crack on nobody, but there's a lot of dudes in the Israelite community, y'all act like females. And that's just what it is. Like, I ain't gonna do it, but it's even more apparent in the Christian church. You see men, they sit with their legs crossed, all up on their lap, and no bass in their voice, all timid, or if they get in a debate, if they get in a debate or a discussion with you, they're triggered with a T, easily triggered. Like you can tell, like they're borderline, like they could be gay, and they might be, or just the Christianity in general, or constantly releasing your semen is gonna make you timid. Your testosterone level is gonna be low, so you're not gonna be as well. One, you're not gonna be yourself as much as you could be. You're gonna be less assertive. You're gonna be unclean. It's gonna be easier for people to walk over you. You're not gonna be as aggressive. So if like some kind of shit, if something goes down, and your thought, the longer you retain, the quicker, the more your thought process is a lot more, on point. It's sharper. You don't have the brain fog. So it's beneficial in so many ways. Oh, I forgot to pick cotton. I mean wool. So there's multiple reasons to, get on. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Get on the semen retention. It's really just about. It's not even really about starting anything. It's really about stopping damaging yourself. Like, especially if you're addicted to porn. That just makes it 10 times worse. You could be on semen retention and addicted to porn. Like, say you don't even bust to the porn's still messing with your brain. It's still gonna fuck up. It's still gonna fuck you up, and your it can mess up your confidence. It can mess up. So yeah, that could lead to a lot of things. You'll get tested. People are more likely to test you. You're more likely. I'll say you're more likely to get in a fight if you constantly release and bust a nut, because people can. It's like, and they even say women can sense it on you. So I'm sure men can too. Like, it's in your pheromones. I'm sure men can, like, the look in your eye from somebody that constantly releases their life force versus somebody that doesn't, that goes on, that just retains it, that doesn't waste it. You can see a more glow on their skin, in their eyes. You can tell in their eyes, and it's easier for men to kind of size you up, and they can look you in the eye. You might not even be able to look them in their eyes. You might look away. You might look down, and that right there, you're submitting right there. So you're more likely to be bullied or tested. Somebody might rob you. They'll check you they'll do just for no reason. Uh, you know, and a lot of y'all's relationships are suffering for the very same reason. What did Proverbs, 31:3 say? Give not thy strength unto women. This was Solomon being told this. Give your strength not to women. What was that word? Kalit? One of that? It can mean valor. It can mean, like, sometimes the word's used for an army. Sometimes it's used for courage. Gideon was called that word. A man of, let me get the exact word. So I'm not. Caillou. Caillou. Gideon was called a man of Caillou, a man of strength. So, so Solomon told not to give that away. And you see what happened when he did. What did he start doing? Because he was messing with how many women, right? What do you have? 700 wives, 300 concubines, something of that nature. And you think he wasn't, you know, you think he wasn't, getting all that, getting in all that. So you got 1,000 women you're dealing with. And what do you do? So, and it only makes it easier for him to start simping because he wasted his life force. So he started caving into the wills of these women that serve these foreign gods, building them fucking idolatrous statues and shit and altars and all that, which was against Torah. Now you're talking about the man. You're talking about the man that prayed for wisdom to God the Most High's people, and he didn't pray for riches. Called the wisest man that ever walked the earth. And you see how he fell and where to start. I suspect it started with all them women he was dealing with. Always. But not just that, it's because he didn't stand on his business, and it could arguably, my thesis is he was busting too many nuts. He was unclean, way more than he should have been. Like you can have coitus, you can engage in coitus, and not release. Ain't that right?
That's right.
I'm proof of that. I went my longest streak, which ended like a month ago or so. I made it 397 days while still engaging in coitus. You know, it's all about control. So I've hit streaks 100, 200, 300, all in between, 50 over the years. And I mean, there's a certain point where, like, a certain point you go, it's like a plateau. Like the feeling you get, like you're getting all your life force back and built up, and then there's a point you get so used to it. I think it's something like that. That it's kind of like it leave. You feel like you're left, like it's not, but because you're so used to it. And that's what some people go backwards. They want to feel the surge of energy again. So you start, but you gotta get past that plateau. But then
Takes a lot of self-control.
takes a lot of self-control. That's the thing. It's about discipline. It's about standard. Purpose. That's another thing. It will help you get on your shit more. Like, especially, it'll help you focus. It'll help you connect to the Most High better. I'll say your mind's more clear. You're not wasting time staring at naked women on a screen, or just wasting the what he gave you to create life. Like you could create life with that, and you're dropping it on the ground. Now you could take that same energy and keep it, and if you keep the long, like a certain amount of time you keep it, it recycles in your body. It'll go to your organs, your hair, nails, all that junk, and you can actually even heal faster depending on. But all that also depends on your diet and shit like that, how severe the injury, stuff like that. But
Basically, just reabsorbs all those
yeah,
nutrients.
you're reabsorbing nutrients rather than releasing them. Because when you release them, then you have to make them again. And that's why when you're so used to releasing every single day, it's hard to stop because you're so used to it. Your body is so used to having to keep making it, keep producing it, that you stop. You're used to doing it every single day or 5 times a day, and it's used to just got replaced. So then when you stop for a day, or 2 or 3 or a week, it's still used to that making that, and it's like I gotta it gotta go somewhere. It's like I'm not used to this. Your body's not used to it. So when you first start retaining it, you got so much energy and testosterone coursing through your veins you're not used to. You might lash out on somebody. You might feel like you have to bust. You might, I don't know.
Like someone going through withdrawals.
Yeah, it's like that's basically what it is, withdrawal. Like when I first started doing it, when I quit porn, when I first attempted to quit porn, back in like 2014, late 2014, something like that. Once I found out what I was doing to myself, that first week, actually I think I made it like a couple days, and I just caved. I just caved. But eventually, kept getting longer days. Hit a week. I hit 2 weeks. People at work telling me I'm glowing. I'm like shining and shit. Like I was talking more than I ever talked in my life. Like, nigga, why you talking so much? Cause I mean I'm quiet now still, but I still like. It depends on my mood really, but compared to the average person, I'm quiet. Um, unless my autism kicks in.
So you
But
go live.
yeah, but nah. People can notice it. Like you can see it on your skin and your eyes, your how you move. Um, it's just and the way that'll benefit the nation so much because so much of our issues is because niggas ain't masculine enough. Y'all acting like females, and then y'all got females in the home.
We need strong men.
You got females, and you're a female. So now you got like a bulldog situation going on in the house, and y'all clashing. But a lot of that stems because you don't have the power to, one, deal with a female's emotions, to control your emotions, and you might be easily triggered, or they. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should be so strong that nothing ever gets to you. But a lot of times, if you're like mad sensitive, and if your energy's low in the first place, your testosterone's low in the first place, the woman, whether she knows it or not, or she does it on purpose or not, she's more likely to test you because she's physiologically can sense that. So she won't, she kind of, wants to, her inner, I don't want to say the word, wants to challenge you and take your crown. Basically, that's what happened to Solomon. That's how I feel. That's why he wasn't supposed to give his strength to women. So he just made himself weak. But it's even further than retaining the energy, because that's one step, retain your energy, but you still gotta make proper action. Because you can retain, but then you can waste that retaining. Inevitably, you're gonna attract more females. I'll just say that because I don't know, they just smell it on you. You smell your pheromones. And it's this nigga with this strong sperm type shit. I want his kids type shit. So then some dudes slip into that, you know, get a power trip like David probably got with Bathsheba, and you're oh, I can have this girl. Oh, she ain't used to like me, now she want me. Oh, I can get this girl. Girl. Ooh, there's a girl. You ain't used to getting no females. Now you get a little attention, even if it's a I don't know what you mean. Let's just say, even if it's the attention of a hippopotamus, and you jump on it now you're back in the cycle. Now you're not wasting seed on the ground like oh nah. Now you're taking advantage of the energy and the attention, and you're busting in everything you can get. So now you're in a relationship, whether one, two, or three, or you're not in a relationship, you're just dealing with all these women now, and you're still wasting your shit, and now you're busting up in whores, and you're having kids with this one, that one. Now you're probably in a worse position than you were. I mean, at least now, that's debatable. But yeah, so it's a double-edged sword really. And some dudes, when it comes to guys, some dudes will sense the power that you have now, and especially if they knew you from like years ago, when you used to like deplete yourself, and they used to you being like a more chill person, and you're cool and and they're used to that, but they don't know you. They might be able to sense something different, but then they might try you, and then you'll react the way they don't even expect you to, and they're like, oh shit, my bad. But some dudes take it as a challenge, like they might be on it too, or they're just a dick or an asshole, and they just like the challenge. They got the fake alpha males, you know, the ones that they have to be seen and heard. They have to be go in the room, and they have to be the loudest talking person, and they have to make noise, and they gotta be seen. Oh, let me put on my motherfucking Versace. So I said that right?
Versace?
I said Versace.
It's your dialect over
Yeah. So those type dudes, if they see you getting attention, you're taking something from them in their eyes. So, and this is really a feminine thing that they do. They gotta come in and challenge you some way, make you look bad in some way, whether it's online, whether it's in person. They'll see you talking with a female, they'll come in cock block.
That's their own insecurity.
Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword. It can, but for the most part, I say I get tested way lot less now, and I always check. If I get tested, I get checked. I mean, I check them immediately. But I also weigh situations, you know. Especially being in a foreign country, I'm not trying to get arrested over this bitch. But I will stand my ground. I will stand my ground, and I will check somebody. But I don't gotta get all rowdy and screaming. That's actually, depending on the situation, it can be very feminine reaction, and it actually makes you look weaker. If you gotta, it's like a rat backed into a corner, and it starts like jumping up and down, and running around, and all that crazy shit, trying to scare you, but it's more scared of you. So yeah, it's really a double-edged sword. So really, you gotta retain and obtain the power, but you can't abuse the power, is what I'm trying to say. Because it could cause you to get a big head and shit. You might start, if you're that type of person, you might start starting shit. You might start starting shit just because you think you can. Or or if you're really used to be a real timid person, or used to get bullied, shit like that, and now you might be like, oh, I want to go fight my bully type shit, and you just going around smacking people up just because you feel like you can. Now, just because you got courage now, because you blocked yourself from that, and now that you got it, now you're worse than you would have been if you never would have blocked yourself from it in the first place. So you're just genuinely your authentic soul, so to speak.
Those questions.
So now you're just a dick and an asshole at the same time. And I know this is a biblical, y'all only Torah based channel, but I don't I'm not gonna play holier than thou like some of y'all do and try to, well, I can't talk how I usually talk. When I cut the camera off, I'm a different person type shit. No sir. I cuss. I tried working on it. I don't cuss as much as I used to. I don't cuss as much as I used to. And I don't really, I mean, between me and her, of course, you and your wife's gonna have different conversations than you do with the general population. So, bars. Yeah. So things me and her talk about behind closed doors. Of course, I'm not gonna, you know.
No filters.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm not gonna try to act like I'm a damn Catholic priest in front of y'all and just, you can't say Nathan.
Still human.
Those are the people that are fakest, the ones that try to play the holiest. Like they act like they never cussed, they never sinned in their life type shit. They just Bismillah. Yeah, I heard that shit. I've been pulling the same wool for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I gotta master the art of breaking wool, clearing dirt out of wool while talking.
No questions, comments, concerns.
No. Not yet. Already show up after the fact.
Might be a little awkward for some people.
Or it could be a bad time of day, who knows? My fan base. Whatever you want to call it. My sheep.
Your sheep.
So yeah.
They might want to know what we're doing exactly.
Huh?
They might want to know what we're doing exactly.
Picking wool and talking shit.
Yeah, but picking debris out of wool.
Oh yeah, we're picking debris.
Grass.
We're
rocks,
picking debris out of sheep wool.
mud.
Grass, mud, rocks. Wait, grass, mud, rocks, dirt,
Snails.
sand, potential snails, beetles. Didn't we? No.
So this wool has been washed, or else it'd be really gross, smelly. We don't have any,
Yeah. So, I mean, if anybody got any questions, about the topics at hand, you may have missed the whole thing, the whole spiel I just gave. If you got any questions about, touch on about it, post it, and I will address it. But yeah, back to while I'm picking this wool, back to the topic at hand, the men in the nation of Israel cannot be addicted to porn, cannot be busting their nuts all the time, being unclean 24/7. Because you're not just affecting yourself at that point, you're affecting everybody around you. If an army if an army comes against a nation and every man is unclean, they just busted gallons of nuts. Y'all don't have the valor. Y'all don't have the valor or the courage, the testosterone levels, the spirit in you to. The nation's going down. The nation's going down. I'm telling you that. You're not gonna have the same willpower, the same fight in you, the same strength in you to go to war. Shalom, brothers, listen. He's on my channel all the time. Shalom, he said the connection is bad. I'm on this Moroccan Wi-Fi, bro. So
Still red. I mean green.
hold up. I see it good on this. Moroccan Wi-Fi problems. Yeah, so basically my whole thing was people that are addicted to porn gotta get out of it, gotta get out of the porn addiction, gotta get out of wasting our vital life energy all the time. Like every now and then, you gotta think it's meant to create, it's meant to procreate. It's not meant to just throw all over the walls and on your socks and on your shoes and and being unclean all the time. You're unclean when you release semen, so why the hell would you want to be unclean all the time? And this comes from, I'm not just somebody just talking shit. I'm talking somebody that had these same issues. So, and I've seen the difference it made in how I think, how I move, my mindset, many areas, bro. I would not go back at all. I would not go back. One most side and never watched porn again, and I haven't. I can't. I'm not breaking that. So, if that's what you gotta do, if that's your addiction, if that's your problem, tell me you're gonna make a vow to the Most High and I'll fulfill it. Because it says it's better to not vow than to vow and not fulfill. So, I mean, it's hard to drop that. It's really is an addiction. It really does, like, pull you in. And like the last time I saw it on Twitter, really, like a year or 2 years, something like that. I was on like 100th Street, and random videos on X or Twitter, you just scroll down and there's a porn video, and I seen it for like 2 seconds, and I swiped it away, but I can immediately, just that little bit I saw, I could immediately feel like in my pineal gland, whatever you want to call it, it felt like something was like pulling some soul out of my body. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like when I release most of the time. Like the shorter I go, the shorter streak I have of days that I don't release, I could feel the energy drop. And if you do it to porn, it's even worse. Like, well, from what I remember when I first began semen retention, and then I did like a 50-day or 100-day streak, my first ever, and then going back and then watching porn and releasing to it, and then what I felt the day after that, I felt like shit. And I was like, why the hell did I do that? And then people around me can tell that like something's different about this dude right now. For like a whole week or two, maybe 3, he's like, he's not as vibrant as he was the other day. He's not like, no, he's like real reserved into himself. He was like, no, something's different. You might start being like, I don't know if it's the uncleanness. Which would make sense because being unclean, it kind of it's a like, I think it's a vibrational thing. And that's why releasing makes you unclean. and you can it's kind of like you can feel the disconnect. Because say when you're not clean, you can't go to the temple, right? The Most High is a high vibration, right? The temple itself was made of a high vibration, right? Gold, silver, copper, all the utensils, all that. The Ark of the Covenant, super crazy vibration. You're gonna approach the Most High in a low vibration. You don't know. You sever your connection. So that's literally how it feels like. That's how it felt to me last time. Well, not only last time I released. Well, not really this last time. After my 397-day streak, that first time I released, I didn't really feel much of a difference. I guess the longer you go, but a week after that, second time I was like, all right, I kind of feel a little off compared to what I was, but it didn't take that long to get back to feeling normal. This is my normal now, so.
Doesn't it affect your immune system too, like retaining
Yeah.
boosts?
So instead of wasting your life force, your energy that creates life, that helps you procreate, when you retain it and it's reabsorbed in your body, it helps your defenses, your immune system, goes to your organs, helps your skin, helps your vibration. You're more sharp. You will feel stronger. Your stamina goes longer. Now, the best way I'd say to approach if you're going to start seeing retention, which I suggest every single man do, at least like if you have a wife, if you have a woman you deal with, it's harder. It's harder if you're having sex all the time. But don't lie to me. I know a lot of y'all marriages do not. But this will help. If you're in a sexless marriage, I'm telling you, try it, and this will help. Because, one, your problem probably stems from that anyway. You're probably not acting as masculine as you could because your testosterone levels are low as hell. So, your wife ain't give it to you in 30 days. Why would you be busting nuts for 30 days? You could have been building energy for 30 days. And then she's like, oh, she smells some pheromones on your ass. She's like, she don't know what it is. For some reason you look more attractive today. She might come sneak up behind you while you take your shirt off and start touching on your back.
Just call me out.
I didn't say you. Yeah. So, it's best if you're not in a relationship to start. It's a lot easier because you don't have that temptation. You're not having to fight the feeling and having to stop having sex to retain. Because people think when you have sex you have to release. No, you don't. You don't have to. Releasing is meant for procreation. Releasing is meant for making children. If you're not trying to make children, why are you releasing? Especially inside somebody. Some people pull out and bust it on the ground. Why would you do that? Why would you waste something that took all these nutrients, all this energy to create, that is so beneficial for your body, that if you retain, your voice will get deeper, the look in your eye will get, you got that lot. Now you look like, you can look somebody in the eye and they think you about to kill them, dude. You got like the eye of the tiger type shit. Why would you want to throw that away for nothing? If you're gonna throw that away, it's to procreate. You don't, So if you're single right now, I say, stay single. Get on the semen retention, especially if you're on porn. Quit the porn. It's hard. I'll tell you, it's hard. Just a righteous man falls 7 times, get 8. So if you fail at one, once you feel the urge, which when I was addicted to porn, I wasn't in the Torah. I was a Christian. So, I was covered by the blood of Jeebus, and I was covered by my own sin. So, yeah, it is gross. That was over a decade ago. So, but
That South Park episode just came to mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, y'all. But when you get in Torah, you know the Most High, you know His standards, you know Proverbs 31:3 says not to give your strength to women. You know how Solomon fell dealing with all these women, busting all these nuts. He's not as strong as he could be. He's giving in. So, and remember in 1 Esdras 3, chapter 3 to 4, they say the thing stronger than wine and the king was a woman. You know, wonder why that is. But you're out here, you're at your weakest, low T levels, and you're trying to deal with a woman. She's gonna run all over you, bro. She's gonna be like a. She's gonna see you. A lot of y'all, I ain't trying to be mean. A lot of people in Israel are feminine, and we, you know what I'm saying? That just creates more problems. That puts the women in the masculine, and now we got marriages failing. We got divorces. We got children being raised by one parent, acting like the fucking world, right? Y'all divorcing left and right. You're not in your proper, you're not in your right energy, she's in her right energy. And the children feel it. So, you know, when we get into Torah, when we know Yah the Most High alone, we gotta up the standard. So if you get that urge, I'm not saying like once you come to y'all, oh now you perfect, now you have no addiction to anything. Now you're still gonna fight things. If you got an addiction, you know damn well, instead of giving into that addiction, it's easier said than done, but you have a choice. You can choose to give into the addiction, and if it's porn, or go turn your phone and go look up a porn site, or you can get on your hands and knees and pray and beg the Most High for strength to take the addiction away, or to give you the strength to not give into it. Red pill, blue pill, purple pill.
And that's probably one of the hardest things to master. So I feel like once you master that, you can master just about anything.
Yeah, because what sin made Solomon fall? Well, it started from giving into women. David, adultery, giving into lust of a woman. So Solomon started with lust, right? Who the hell needs 1,000 women? David had, what, 8 wives? Most High said he would have gave him more if he desired. He didn't have to take dude's wife. He had to get dude killed to get his wife. Lust. So you can't control. Let's say a man that controls his spirit is better than a king or a man that conquers many cities. So most of our issues stem from lack of control, lack of self-control. A lot of issues in the world stem from lust, not being able to control your sexuality. People out here raping people. They can't control their sexuality. They can't control their lust. People out here killing to have somebody's girl because they can't control their lust. They out here having kids with people they shouldn't have kids with, creating little demons because they can't control their lust. Broken home left and right because you can't control your lust. So if you can control your sexuality, you control. That's a major discipline right there. That's probably a lot of people can control their diet. A lot of people can eat clean and eat Levitical diet, but they can't control not busting a nut. They can't control not watching porn. They can't turn down women. They'll lay with anything they can get. You're giving your strength away. You have no standard. So you're creating more problems. You're creating jealousy, adultery, lust. Because you see a beautiful woman and she belongs to somebody already, and I gotta have rock. I can't help it. I got a buzz. Yeah, I hear you. He said it's sad people can't even come in here and listen 5, 10 minutes.
Oh, people just popping in and
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Came in, got their fix, and left.
I know it's a touchy subject. They probably went to watch some porn, but I ain't gonna make fun of it because it is a stronghold. It is the elite who they created. They knew what they were doing. Control the minds of men, make men weaker. Put out this propaganda. You have to release semen every day, so you don't get prostate cancer because they know you're gonna be at such a low vibration. You're unclean all the time. You're not as you're not in your true essence of a man. So it's easier to control you. You can't control yourself, so who's gonna control you? Somebody will. If not you, somebody. So there you go. Now, what was I was getting to? I should have wrote some notes down.
Well, we thought we were gonna get questions.
Yeah, I was expecting some questions, but it's all good. It's all good. If anybody has any questions on tips on how to quit, if like I ain't gonna judge you, yo. You ain't even gotta write it in the chat because I know it's something people might not be proud. Personal might not be proud of. I don't expect you to put it out there. I used to be addicted to porn, so you say it to me, I ain't gonna hold to it. You know, you might have seen it when you was young and it just got ingrained in your fucking brain. So, you know,
It's worse.
I got an you can hit my email in my description. My email's in there if you want any advice on how to quit or anything like that, or if you want to just chop it up and shit, like I'm feeling weak type shit, and you know, can you pray for me, whatever the fuck, you know, I got you. So I can talk you through it, you know. Call me if you need to, bro. I got a bus. I will talk to you. You know, I ain't gonna talk to you on the phone know, while you touching yourself. I will hang up on you, and I'll be like, but yeah, I'm just being facetious, but yeah, nah, cause I know how that shit can have a grip on you, and that shit is low key demonic, bro. They trying to harvest your energy through that shit, through that screen. And that's not the only way, but that's one of the most powerful ways that they can control your sexuality, your sexual energy, which you can use to manifest in so many different areas to create. If you're not creating life, you can create. You can use it for healing, or you can use it to create art, book, pick WooL, shofars. Who knows? The world, the it's limitless. The possibilities are limitless. I'm telling you, you don't want to be going through this world not at your peak self. Like imagine, it's like if I could say what it feels like to go. I haven't done it yet. I have gone on a 100-day streak and then busted to porn. It was like back in like 2017, 2018ish. I wouldn't say I was addicted at that point, but it was just a every now and again thing.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
To start.
But going from 100 days and then doing that, even just doing it without it, just busting in general, it's kind of like being Super Saiyan Blue Goku and getting knocked down to base level, just Krillin. You go from Super Saiyan Blue Goku to Krillin now. Imagine that. Yesterday you were feeling like a Super Saiyan God, right? And you could beat Black Frieza, You could wipe the you could kill Cell with one blast. You could go toe to toe with Jiren, Ultra Instinct, dodging every hit, and then the next day, you wake up and you're Krillin, bro. You got 3 dots on your head, or was it 6 dots on your head, and you can't even beat Bulma. You know? So why the fuck? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be Samson one day and the next day you're? Who can I say? I don't even know how a biblical comparison. The weakest man in the Torah in the Tanakh. All right, let's say you're Samson one day. You just slayed 1,000 dudes by yourself with a donkey jawbone, and the next day you're JC, and you're washing dudes with you took your towel off and you're washing their feet, and you're getting slapped up. You're not doing nothing about it. You're just turning your cheek, and you ain't fighting back. That's what I compare it to. Why would you want to move through life like that, not being at your peak self? And so, like I was saying earlier, though, if you're single, stay single. If you have just start the retention. Start. Wet dreams may happen. You can prevent that. Stop eating so close before bed. Don't let it in your stomach. But it may still happen. You know, I was on a 200 streak the other year, and it got ended by a wet dream. Before I hit my 397 streak. So ebbs and flows, you know, it could happen. Just get back up, get back on it, and I'm telling you, you're gonna feel the difference. You're gonna see the difference. You're gonna respect yourself a lot more. People are gonna respect you a lot more, whether they know why or not. They're gonna sense something different about you because you. It's like when you do it, you have a shame about you. Like even if you don't know why, it's just a shame. Like, bro, you just busted to some pictures, bro. It's not a good look. Or just busting in general to your hand. Like you're using your hand. When you could get a woman. If you're gonna do it, you might as well have a woman, but a good woman. Don't just do it in like a Harley. But you're better off if you're single, being single, going on the retaining journey, retaining your masculine energy, building your your masculinity in general, getting in some kind of combat sport, becoming your best self, focus on the Most High, stay in the Torah, studying all that, and focus, because you might even want to I'd say be celibate until the Most High sends you a wife. That's what I say, because that's what I did. I started, after my retention journey, well, my mission, journey, whatever you call it, damn mission, but after the last girl I had before her, and I could have had others, but I upped my standards and shit. But I told the Most High, I was basically like, the next woman I lay with, I'll make my wife. So I was really fucking careful. Do you understand how careful I was? Knowing the Torah at the time that I made this vow, or at least the law of it, and knowing that, all right, I vowed to the Most High, the next woman I lay with, I have to make my wife. You think I was just going So I was celibate for roughly 2.5, 3 years. I had opportunities, I didn't take them. So yeah, and I spent that time working on myself and becoming the best version of me, and I'm still doing that today. Shit, I still ain't hit my peak. But I can tell you what, if I was still busting nuts every day over here in Morocco, in the trials that I went through, bro, I would probably cry myself to sleep, bro. Shit. Not that your man can't cry. I ain't gonna say that. I still have my moments and shit, my talks with the Most High and stuff, but it's about, I wouldn't be as strong-willed and minded right now to deal with shit. So what I say is, I know people don't like vowing to the Most High because that's a heavy thing, but I say at least be celibate until the Most High sends you a wife. Don't go looking, because look, And this might be another topic on another video, but just a little, you know, I didn't look. I was celibate for a couple years, 3 years, and I met mines, focusing on myself, focusing on Yah, focusing on Torah, focusing on scriptures. Chilling with a dude, and he just happened, a demon in him or whatever tried to kill me, and she just happened to know dude, and you know that's divine intervention. That's how I feel. That's divine intervention, cause it took me almost dying, you know, for us to even know anything about each other type shit. So
series of events
right.
that had to take place.
If that didn't happen, if I had stayed home and not left, we would have never met. So it took me, that's the Most High. What he say? He gives a good wife to a righteous man. What's that scripture? A man that pleases. Hey, my bad, bro. And he said, brother, listen, said, if this was Jay-Z talking about this topic, the room will be filled. It's not the subject. Clubhouse is a bunch of garbage people flock to. That's 100. That's facts, bro. If Jay-Z says like 99% of shit I say, bro, he'd have the whole world on y'all on tour. Have the whole world rocket fringes, you know?
Crazy how that works.
And you think I got 476 subscribers, right? Now I know US time it's
Work hours.
6:55. It's 1:55 in the US, so I get it. But I've had lives around the same time, or I've seen people have lives around this same time, and there's people in the lives. Now it's not my followers. I don't think it's the same subs. So it may not be the same people, but I know I've seen lives of people that subscribe to me, and they're on other people's lives around this time. So I'll get the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're at work, maybe they're busy. I gave a 4 or 5 hour notice beforehand that I'm gonna be live. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna pick WooL on Shabbat though. I mean, the whole thing is WooL talk. We're talking while I'm picking WooL, and we're talking about everything but WooL and picking WooL, unless you want to ask me about WooL. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Because people care more about celebrities and what they're doing and what they're promoting than people that they actually know.
And here's the thing. This ain't even a biblical topic, really. Like, this could be
This is just anybody.
This could be for anybody to use and run with, but even more so, really, it could help them get closer to the Most High too. But really, it is the main. You can turn a little.
Yeah.
So but really, the focus is Israelite community, especially Yah only community. We need our men to be at their peak, their physical peak, their spiritual peak, their mental peak. And a lot of that starts with retaining your seed, your life essence. What gives life, what creates life, instead of wasting it. So I'm just trying to put people on game, how you can better your health, you better your mentality, better your relationships, because there ain't no way if you're addicted to porn, you have the best relationship you can with your wife or anybody at all. Not even yourself. Definitely not the Most High, bro. No.
Yeah, because I could say from a woman's perspective, that type of self-control and discipline is very admirable, very attractive.
Because biblically, people are living without consequence. They believe this is your opinion. Elohim hasn't punished anyone for these things. As far as they can see, the enemy has killed God. Hey, we both know the day is coming, bro. Me and you on on the same page on a lot of things. So I appreciate you coming in, bro. I appreciate you coming in. You always support. You know, you always been you commenting on my posts and stuff. Oh, lost signal. Damn. Rocking
We
Wi-Fi
got
problems.
6G over here.
I don't know. It might be I don't know. Oh, it's back. Okay. Now, I'm sure some people were gonna watch after the live. They might. It's a touchy subject too. They might not want to show face. They might not think this is holy talk. I'm talking about not being unclean and about retaining your power and how to not fall to yourself and fall to women. That's what I want to talk about. Another branch of the topic: simping. What Solomon fell to, he started simping. Um, when your energy is so low, you're more likely to simp. You're more likely to not look at yourself in a, in a respectable way. You might not respect. Actually, I'd say you don't respect yourself really if you're releasing, if you're one, if you're releasing the porn. You definitely don't respect yourself as much because if you did, you'd know you can get a woman, and if you knew you can get a woman, you wouldn't settle for just any woman. So you definitely don't respect yourself, and that's just being real. And that's why people don't like me because I'm gonna tell her how it is. But you know, that's I mean I get it. But the simping thing that can lead you to breaking Torah, bro. Like when you're simping, it's basically you lowering yourself so much. You're lowering yourself so much to put a female on a pedestal. And this motion I just did, that's basically what you're doing. You're basically worshiping the woman now, instead of putting the Most High on a pedestal and claiming and fulfilling your role as the head, what you're supposed to do. That's just how it's set up. You put yourself low. You're bowing down to a female to get her approval, and she may be shitting on you. She may be cheating on you, and you know it. She may have cheated on you, and you went back to her, and you're trying even harder now. You're treating her like you're God now. You're disrespecting yourself. How can you disrespect yourself and walk in your true power and in the same breath be walking towards the Most High? Like how does that? I don't see how that works for me. I don't see how that works. Because in a way, you're putting her before the Most High now. That's just you value her so much, and I don't know if it's a lack of confidence. I don't know if it's because your scarcity mindset, low testosterone. You're thinking like a woman now, and society did it too. As a child, a lot of cartoons we grew up with, a lot of movies. What they do? They had the man chasing the female, right? Playing the damn harp outside the window with a big bag of roses, and she may have even and on one hand they try to make this shit seem like it worked.
Like it's romantic.
Oh, yeah, like they made that seem like the formula. So they kind of brainwashed us in a way to be simps. Oh, your happy wife, happy life, right? Don't matter what you think, just you know. There's a standard you gotta uphold. Being a man in the Torah, Proverbs, man, it has to be upheld. So everybody in the house gotta follow that standard. If your wife's not following the standard, you gotta correct it. If you're not following the standard, she gotta correct it, and you gotta correct it. Correct each other, correct yourself. So, but how can you do that? You respect you put this woman on such a pedestal. How are you gonna correct her? Now you're gonna walk over you. You think you're gonna point her to the Most High? You know what I'm saying? You think you're gonna point somebody to the Most High and be an example, and you can't lead yourself, and you damn sure can't lead a woman. You can't lead yourself, so you can't lead nobody to the Most High. That simple shit. Some people would say, "Oh, Jacob worked 7 years." Well, actually, shit, more than that. He worked twice as, and what was it, 14 for Rachel? I mean, in those times I can get that, but he ain't simp. He damn sure ain't let his wives walk over him. He had 4 of them. He had 2 wives and 2 concubines, or handmaids of them. He damn sure was not being controlled by them, because that shit wouldn't have worked out. There's no way. But so yeah, he worked for a woman. Like, that's back in them days. That's what they did, especially like a virgin price, a bride price.
They were virgins.
Yeah, virgins and shit like that. I mean, even these days, I ain't working 7 years for you because you're earning no. You got a price here, maybe, but he didn't bow down. He didn't put his standards and his morals down to appease a woman. That's what Jezebel's husband did that. He wanted that land so bad, he listened to his wife about killing the dude to get his plot of land. He didn't use his mind to think about it. He didn't use Torah. He didn't consult the Most High. He didn't pray about it. He listened to his woman. He let his woman control. To kill somebody, bro, for some land, and this dude had shit already, bro. Right. Female worship is built into this society. That's facts. That's facts. And you even see that with that Baphomet shit, bro. That Baphomet, it has titties, bro. Their idol JC, what in Revelation 1:15, where it says he had paps. That Greek word mastos is literally female breasts. Even their idol had female breasts. It's low key like a hermaphrodite. And they worship that. They worship a fucking tranny type hermaphrodite, bro. What is it, Proverbs 22:6. They raise men the opposite of Torah so that when they grow old, they will never accept it. Right. Train a child in the way you should go, and he won't depart. That's what we ain't doing. Just like we was raised, the men were raised to be feminine and weak and bow down to women. Women were raised to be masculine and control and control the man. Backwards ass shit.
Now they're teaching kids that it's okay to become the opposite gender.
Now they doing that.
Or both.
Both of them. They're teaching you can be whatever you want to be in your brain. You can be a motherfucking fish. Bro. So that's like, alright, I identify as an alien, not a part of Earth, so I don't gotta pay taxes. Does that work? Can that work that way? They allow they raise people to identify whatever the hell they want to identify with. But you know what they don't want to identify with? Being an Israelite. Keeping Torah. As soon as you say that shit, especially you're clearly a Negro, so-called Negro, and you claim Israelite, you claim Most High, especially Yah only, that's the issue. Now you got a problem. Now you're anti-Semitic. Oh, this thing froze. Oh no, probably won't work.
I'm so hungry.
I feel you. Oh yeah, hey yo, I don't know if
What time is it?
I don't know if you fast in the day, the fast of the fourth month. I know people got different days, so we on our fast since it's sunrise to sundown. So we've been on it since like 6 a.m., which is nothing. I've gone 48 hours, no food, no 50 hours, no food, the longest I went, and the same fast 40 hours, no water. But I broke it because my electrolytes were not in a good position, and I was like having palpitations and shit. So I broke my water 10 hours before I stopped eating, before I broke my food fast. But
If y'all are eating right now, let me know.
so yeah, so if we act a little hangry or whatever, she a little hungry.
Let me know what you're eating so I can live through you.
Yeah, what y'all eating today? What you eating today, yeah? His wife did a week. Your wife did a week. Was that a water fast or a dry fast or both?
I couldn't. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to lose that much weight. Oh, a week dry, so no food.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't have enough weight on me to lose, so.
Yeah. I don't weigh too much, so I ain't even trying to lose. How much weight did she lose, yo? Cause like I don't even know what I weigh now, but I don't even want to lose like 5 pounds.
We sweat too much in here.
It's already what 100 degrees everywhere in the world. Man, I just got nice and burly, so I'm not even trying to lose weight anytime soon. If I gain another 10, 20 pounds, I'll try it. Five, 10 pounds, dang. Yeah, nah.
Wow.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I can't.
Plus, we walk everywhere, so
Yeah.
that alone burns.
Being in Morocco, we walk all the time, bro. The only time we take trains is go to another city. The only time we take cars is if we have to go somewhere really far. A lot of times, if it's an hour away, we walk to and fro. We walk 2 hours, right?
We have.
Unless we're moving to a new B&B and we have so much stuff we gotta move, and we absolutely cannot walk 1 to 2 hours with everything. We'll take a Kareem or an InDrive. It's like an Uber over here, but we walk so much as it is. I can't, man. I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bruh. I don't even know how I'd look if I was like, I want to get to 150. I'd probably be like, I'd have to have muscles everywhere. I'd have to hit the gym again. But I mean, for not being in the gym,
Yeah.
no, I don't think I look good for not being in the gym.
I think so too.
And once I get back in that thing,
I mean, we spar well here and there.
oh yeah, that's another thing we'll talk about.
That is a good workout.
That's a good.
Sparring.
Hey, bro, I don't know if you spar your wife. If y'all ever having issues, not that we have issues, so we spar it out. We had one time, remember?
Yeah.
Remember one time? I don't know why he was mad. It was back in Florida. It was like a couple years ago.
I remember when I was mad.
I don't. But I came outside and I tapped you on your head with the glove. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Made
get
it up
out
real fast.
all your frustrations on each other in a nice,
Yeah.
healthy way.
But not yeah, the most I ever weighed was 145 in high school when I was a senior. I was benching 300 at the time, but I don't think I'll ever get. I don't weight lift like that no more. I use dumbbells now. If I do lift, if I go to the gym, Cause I ain't been in the gym in months. I just do push-ups for months, like 3-4 months straight. I did minimum 200 push-ups a day, and you know, and now all this shofar stuff,
I was about to say all that sawing.
all that sawing, I use natural, you know, just natural. What's the word? Functional strength. Functional strength, because a lot of times, what you're lifting in the weight room is not applicable to real life situations. Like, when are you ever gonna be laying down doing this? Not really ever. And really, your punching power comes from like this area. So really, having too big of a chest can hinder your punching speed. And you know, so I don't really heavy lift no more. If I do, I use like 50-pound dumbbells. You know, hit it like 30, 50 times, or go lower if I want to. You know, do some punching speed drills. Other than that, I don't think I'll ever hit 145, weighing 145 again. I'd have to eat a lot because my muscle, I'm not going to get that muscular again. I probably won't. And I don't think I'd want to because I don't want to slow my punching speed down. I think I look good as I am right now. So.
And then just walking alone here with all the hills and stuff. Oh, we gotta show that hill.
Bro, these elevated hills here ain't no joke. Bruh, your calves. Oh man, I don't even know what to call them. Like, all these streets are just like at a 45-degree angle.
Right. Imagine putting your treadmill on incline.
Yeah. So yeah. He said he wrestled with his wife. But yeah, bro, like.
See, I would do that too.
I'd suggest like get some gloves, or even if you slap box, but you know, of course, don't hit her hard. Try not to hit her. Preferably gloves, 12-ounce gloves, and spar. You know, spar a little bit. Get some kicking gear, like. You get some of these for Muay Thai things. Yeah, like it's a good workout. We sparred yesterday.
Very good.
We sparred yesterday for like what? 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Sparring drills in the heat. It was hot too, but it's a good workout and
it's fun.
It's fun, and you're also helping your woman get better at get stronger, get stronger mentally, more disciplined, and get more used to combat. Self-defense. So,
if ever the need.
You know, she's more suited to defend herself in public if for whatever reason you ain't there, or you're in a foreign land, you get a group of hoodlums trying to, you know, surround you and rob you. She can hold her own. You take on like 2 of them. You know, she handled the smallest one, I guess. Or man, you know, who knows?
I don't know what I'm capable.
You got some sharp elbows. If you get them elbows right, then you could do some damage. Yeah.
I'm stronger than I look. Yeah.
So yeah. He said, "Do we make clothing with that wool?"
Would like to.
We are in the process. We're in the process of making clothing with the wool. So the mission right now. What's it called? What we're doing right now?
Picking wool.
Yeah, but isn't there like a word for it?
So
like a specific term.
So okay, this wool has been washed a couple of times, but show them. The lighting in here isn't very good, but some of this wool still has like some blood stains and some just stuff we still have to clean out.
Look at this. That pure white. White is...
Right, this stuff right here. So this is the cleanest wool here that we can start either dyeing or carding.
carding. That's what it
Yeah. Which is basically just like a comb that kind of straightens the wool out, gets all the extra little stuff. But I don't know, the lighting's not very good in here. Some of this wool still has stains, and I'll probably just wash it again.
He said, do you have a loom?
I am gonna make my own loom.
She's making her own loom. Bruh, if you only knew.
They throw everything away here.
They throw so much stuff away. We can just sometimes find things to use, like tools. Like, I don't know if you saw the, you know about the shofar thing, right? We just happened, I truly believe, one reason things happened the way they did for me to be over here, specifically where I'm at, and the B&B we went to, we saw so many shofars, people just throwing like they kill goats for food, for their holiday to eat.
Sacrifice it.
And they just throw their horns away, bro. They cut the skin, they throw the skin away, they don't use it, bro. I'm like, we just see it. We're walking one day and we see all these just abandoned shofars, just ram's horns with the core still inside. What, like 50 of them?
At least.
The first time we seen them, 50, just 50 of them. We see a lamb skin on the ground, wool still intact. Most of the wool we got was not attached to anything. It was like, remember we went walking that day?
Yeah.
We just saw just wool in the damn yard, bro. On the side of the street, just wool, just laying. We just, oh shit.
If we had got that fresh, we could have cleaned it up and used that.
Yeah. So we ended up not doing nothing with the skin. That was a failed operation. Found the lamb skin. It was still kind of intact. Went through the process to preserve it and shit, but I guess it was just too. It was probably dead a little too much longer than it should have been.
Probably out in the sun.
Probably out in the sun too long. So we didn't do nothing with the skin. We did want to make some moccasins with the shit, but we did find a bunch of wool that was not connected to anything. Just one day, just walking, all in the damn. We just picked it all up. It was like shit. Most High blessed with this. We got shofar, bro. We found all these shofars, cleaned them up, removed the cores from them, sterilized the insides, baking soda, vinegar.
Is that the dirty wool?
Oh yeah, I think so. Washed them, gave them like nice scrubs and washes, get the smell off. Cut them, cut the shofars, shake them up. So we got shofars. We need tools to make them properly, make sound from them.
Look, this one's got a snail in it right here.
Show them the
So
snail.
this is the dirty wool that has not been washed. We still have to pick the larger debris out, like the grass. There's actually a snail. I don't know if they can see that. Kind of smells. I don't know if they can see the snail, but yeah. So
Yeah,
we have a lot to pick through. But we gotta wash that first.
Well, yeah. So most of the shofars we found, some of them, the way that the end is shaped, and some of them they have they're not shaped the right way, or they might have a crack. A lot of them, or some of them, we just don't want to because how cool they look. A lot of them we would just want to make decorative instead of making them sounding to blow. Some we want to make decorative and able to produce sound. But there's a method. The easiest way to do it is to have a device that gets really hot, like 600 degrees, so that you can insert it and you can, you can like spread out the lip part to make it easier to drill the hole. It's another thing, we need something to drill the hole. Oh yeah, show them something.
So this one would be decorative because it has that hole in it. Still needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
And then where's yours?
Well, the one I got?
Like, yeah, your
My
person.
actual one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't make this one, but this would be a finished product right here.
Yeah, I've had that for like 5 years. So, let me see.
You wanna boil it?
No. So, to make, it's a real process, bro. It's really rare. Like, there's not that many people on earth that make shofars. So we just saw it as an opportunity. It was like Most High gave us like, we had like 20 now, 30 now.
Yeah, just about.
Out of all we found, we got like 30 that we're gonna use. Found all this wool, so we're like, shit, why not start making shofars for the people in woolly socks, wool socks,
Maybe
and
a blanket. If I
blankets, bro. Stuff like that. But yeah, the thing is, it's really hard to make shofars produce a sound without the proper tools. So we're kind of roughing it now. But you need some kind of tool that gets real hot to put in there to spread this lip. And some people use like real high tech tools, like a cone shaped tool to drill in and find the core where the core ends. Like inside here, there was a core you had to pull out, which was sometimes it was a bitch. You find out where that ends. You cut in there, you find a hole, and then you cut like you find an inch further than where the hole starts, and chop there. So we don't have the tools right now, but we're roughing it to make it. So when we make it happen, y'all know it's authentic, bro.
Yeah, we've been using kitchen knives that we found and just
He said, "What do we need?" Basically need like a drill to help drill the hole, cause we've been trying to use a hammer and a nail.
I don't know where that one is, but we're working on the same
like
one.
Like an electric drill, high power drill. The saw works good enough. I can buy another saw. I had to MacGyver it to make it work after it broke. What else? We found something to sand them. It's really a high heat thing. It was like a heat gun. This one dude had a heat gun, and it got so hot. He said if you touch it, it will melt your skin. So it was like a heat gun. It produced like 600 degrees of heat, and you'd hold it to the tip, and it let it get hot, and then you could extend. You can shape and extend the mouthpiece. We don't have that. I know that. I don't know how the ancients did it. They might have used maybe they used hot steel. Maybe they heated up steel, or maybe they put it to the actual heat. I don't know. If I could find out how the ancients really did it, that's how I'm gonna do it anyway. But
right, they didn't have tools.
no, they didn't have all that high tech stuff. So literally blood, sweat, and tears, and actual, to make that happen, bro. Like, and there's few families in the world that make the majority of the shofars that people buy. The majority of Israelites get theirs from so-called Jews, the Jewish Ashkenazis. The Kenan family basically is the monopoly. The Kenan family has a monopoly on shofars in the world. Other than them, there's very few. It's very rare to people take up the craft. They want to deal with it's nasty, bro. You have to deal with a dead sheep's part that got taken off his head. The core inside may have maggots. You gotta take that out, clean it, vinegar, baking soda, clean the inside, Hold up. Our battery on 20%. Still got time on this live. Basically got through. Basically got through the whole topic.
But not to mention, all of the horns we found were burnt.
Oh yeah.
So, restoring them as much as we can.
So that's another thing. Can you see me on that still? That's another thing. So majority of the horns were burnt. So we didn't even have the best quality to work with to start with, but we made them. When you see what we made them into, we got one bag.
I don't know which bag the clean is already.
I don't even know.
The blue one is a stinky one. Oh, both of those are.
So a lot of them were like real burnt that we couldn't use. So burnt we couldn't use. But other ones, they weren't burnt too bad. So what we did, either sanded and scrubbed the burnt part off, or cut some of it off. But if you seen how good a lot of these look versus what they looked like when you first got them, bro, you wouldn't even believe it, bro. You wouldn't even believe it.
Let's bring the bag.
Oh, we're gonna show you something. And we wanna, some of them we wanna decorate for certain things. Won't say it. You see?
That's what I painted. Started painting.
Here's one of them. She polished and used olive oil. This is used oil on this, right? Olive oil to restore the keratin, because this is a living protein. So too much sunlight and moisture and stuff can cause cracks. So after we washed the insides, outsides, sanded, polished it, we don't got the piece yet, but this may just be a decorative one anyway. If we want to make into certain things. So this side a little bit. So yeah. I wish we had a before and after right now, but
yeah,
if you go,
this one right here.
if you go through my, I'll show you the before and after of some. Some of these were so burnt, bro. You won't believe how it looks right now.
Like this. This is
Look at
actually burnt, but the way it was sanded down, smoothed it back out. I actually cut this one myself. And this is the one I'm trying to make a hole in
Here's
to
one.
make it a sounding shofar.
Here's one that was. You think that's all burned?
Yeah.
Here's one that was burnt really bad, bro. Some of these looked like this when we got them. So we still got to work on this one.
But some of them have like a really nice natural coloring, like the stripes and stuff. The patterns.
Where's the one?
Leviathan.
Yeah, big boy.
Oh, yeah, Leviathan.
Yo. This is our prized possession, bro. Look at this one. This one goes so hard, bro. Look at him.
See those natural.
Look at that design,
stripes
bro.
and- Beautiful.
Have you seen this thing? But when we found it,
It looked so bad.
bro, you would not believe it, bro. Some designs on this are so damn like unique, and so when we finally ready to put these out, whether they're ones that are strictly decorative or that produce a sound or both, the one thing you'll know is who it's coming from directly, not an Ashkenaz, and that it took we literally did it with our hands, bro. Literally, and we restored it from nothing. From
Minimal
nothing.
supplies.
We didn't have all these employees, all these fancy tools. The most ancient way possible, bro. If you gonna find anybody doing it how we're doing it, you probably have to find some Hamites in the bush somewhere. I'm telling you, bro. Cause I'm telling you.
Might have to keep one for myself.
so white too. That one's in the process.
This one's still in the process. I don't know if you can see it that
Will
good.
that help it?
This one's still in the process. We're gonna restore, still needs to be oiled and washed a little more.
Paint on it or something.
Yeah. So still need some work on this. Still need to find where that tip, if we're gonna cut this one, or if we're gonna just do decorative. But either way.
And that's part of the challenge is trying to figure out if they're gonna make a sound or not, or how much we'll have to cut off.
Said, let me hear that Miles Davis. No, I'm gonna send you a song in the chat. I want you to listen to it. It's Lightning Hopkins. It's like an old slave song. So hard, bro. I like listen to it while I'm doing this. Picking
Should
WooL.
have played it.
I can play it, shit. I'll play it. I'm probably bathroom anyway. I don't think so. I don't think you want to know anyway. Somebody else in there, but I ain't, ain't say hi or anything.
I'd be a watcher. What are they up to?
So yeah, yo. Huh?
What are they up to? I'm gonna copy them.
Say you ever want a shofar when we're done, we're gonna let it be known. Might put it on the clothing shop, Ruach.shop.
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy. All but the wool. Do you think the wool stuff would be sooner? Depending on what.
It depends, yeah.
But if you want some wool items straight from our hands, shit, they can even like do custom requests, right?
Yeah,
You want some wool socks, bro? Like, let us know what you want. You want some woolly socks? What can you do?
I've never made anything with wool before.
Just know,
but I can learn.
just know we in the learning process. You know what I'm saying? We working with we literally are learning as we go. So, but we are gonna put everything we have into our work, and if it's our name on it and Most High behind it, we gonna make it the best that we possibly can, and pray that he makes it better. He blesses our hands. You know what I'm saying? Like he did the dudes that made the temple and made them. You know, the spirit was upon them, and so that they can make it how it's supposed to be made. That's actually how I cut a shofar. The last shofar I cut, I was like, however this supposed to be cut, I'm not even gonna try to fix the angle, nothing. I'm gonna just cut. How it's supposed to be made, that's how it goes.
Like I never made fringes in my life, but I just wanted to try it out and could do anything.
Yeah, she got magic fingers, so she learned how to make fringes. She can cook her ass off. She don't cook like Becky. And yeah, so she'll be able to make some song. Hold up, I'm gonna play this song, bro. I put the song in the chat. I'm gonna play this song while I go to the bathroom real quick. It goes so hard. 105 pounds. You definitely fasting.
You wouldn't be able to do that week fast.
100 pounds is too much load for me to put.
Disappeared.
I don't weigh but 90 pounds, boy.
You lost 5 pounds.
I could probably bench him.
100 pounds is too much load for me to put. I get straightened up in the field and stoop down 90. Go ahead on board and get you a sack full. They were talking about cotton.
Is that Latino?
I stood straight up in the field. Look around trying to find me some shade.
It's hard to be straight too, but
96 degrees.
Whoa, Lord have mercy. Poor lion trying to find him some shade. Poor mama sitting down with a pistol and paper.
And it's
Picking up every time that
it's
you
actually
send
quite
to me.
relaxing.
I'm not gonna play too much for the copyright strike my thing. Bro, what is it? Oh. But yeah. Sure. Let me see. 14%. Okay. Oh shit. Y'all praise to the Most High. I appreciate you coming through, bro. All right, stay blessed, all right? So we gotta go. We lost.
We only had one.
Only one was commenting. All right. Shalom. How long we on
A minute.
here? My battery died fast. Oh, shit. All right, anybody else watching and got a question pertaining to the topics at hand? You got a question about WooL? Something? So far, you just want to ask us anything? How we even got into this? Or you want to ask about the whatever your energy and stuff like that? We've been on for a minute, so I mean, after I end it, you can watch the replay and get the whole gist of everything I said. So I really don't want to do all that again.
Plus, if there's any female viewers that, want to know a female perspective and want to ask questions after the live is over, ask away.
Got an hour,
Before we eat.
something like that. Oh yeah.
Food is on my mind. Actually, this has been a good distraction, though.
I'm saying. Probably give it like 5 more minutes for anybody else to hop in and ask anything, something. Ain't gonna lie, I expected a lot more.
How many is it?
I only see 3 right now.
Damn.
But ain't nobody saying anything. Don't be scared.
I mean, like you said,
You're
it
just
is
coming
some
to say
personal
hi.
stuff. Yeah.
I am low key. A lot of people's psychologist though, so I mean, I don't want to talk about anybody. I don't see nobody else talking about it. Not in the community.
We listen and we don't judge unless we need to be judged.
Right. You gotta be right. Balance.
And maybe, you know, the stuff we talked about doesn't necessarily pertain to whoever's watching, but if they know somebody that could use the information, share it with them. They can reach out. I'm sure having a porn addicted husband is quite common these days. Maybe one day we can spar. Maybe.
I think maybe, I don't know if, I don't know how many people came in on that original video that had the cut.
Oh,
I'm
they
not
probably
sure.
thought it messed up or something.
Yeah, put it back on. I don't know.
It's alright.
It did kind of start like 20 minutes extra late. That dumb shit. Like, yeah. We ended now. Carry down anyway.
Yeah.
WooL.